The Union des Populations du Cameroun, UPC, Cameroon's oldest political party, created by its founding fathers, amongst them Charles Asale, on the 10th of April 1948, is 73. The party celebrated its 73rd anniversary last Saturday amid a spike in internal squabbles. Well, you understand that the party's internal squabbles date as far back as 1992, where there was a faction of the UPC that was headed by Frederick Kodok, termed the moderate UPC, and another UPC faction that was termed the radical UPC by Nde Tumaza. So the fractions within the UPC is not a new thing. It is far from over within the party. As the party celebrates its 73rd anniversary, what are the prospects of the party, and how does the party intend to reconstruct in order to stamp its feet on the political landscape? Well, our guest on the program is the Secretary General of the UPC. He is Dr. Pierre NKôt. He will be addressing issues of the UPC in the course of the program. Hello, thanks for joining me on CAFÉ Politique. This is your political breakfast show on CRTV News. As you know it, we're going to be together for the next 26 minutes. You grab your mug and I'll be yours in a bit. Well, the UPC party celebrated over its 73rd anniversary last weekend, and our reporter Kylian Dadifon spoke to a political scientist on how the party can reconstruct in order to move forward. Kylian Dadifon.
UPC is the only political party in Cameroon that has remained unchanged.
This is the first party that was created and who has kept the ideal of the party since 1948. So when they say immortal spirit, I can believe in that.
Immortal spirit based on ideals of common good absent today.
Everyone would like to be a Omiebe, to be a Mumie, but without that charisma, without that ideal in the way of life with the others. That's why we find UPC Kodok, UPC Ntumaza, UPC Orbelen, UPC this, UPC that.
Political scientists put the solution to the crisis in the UPC more in prayers because the division is deep.
Maybe if God help us, let me say it in that way, to brought up other Umiobes, other Mumies who like to see Cameroon first, not a Cameroon partition.
For Union des Populations du Cameroun, UPC, to regenerate from its ashes, public administration has to play a fair game.
And the UPC, on the occasion of its 73rd anniversary, granted a press conference in Yaoundé, during which the party said they are going to they look forward to holding a national congress in September in order to redefine its core values. Our reporter Constantine Baum was part of the press conference.
This press conference is one of the major activities to mark the 73th anniversary of the UPC party. It is Cameroon's oldest political party, created on the 10th of April 1948, a party created before Cameroon's independence. The press had a better understanding on the future of the party thanks to this press conference.
Can never forget our history, where we are coming from, that we were one Cameroon under German colony. We wanted to reunite again together.
For 73 years, the party has undergone numerous challenges. These party officials are determined to revive the nationalist movement with a goal to fight against imperialism in all its forms.
Young people sat together and formed a party for the reunification and to fight imperialism. That is the first thing. We have to remind it so that this country remain one.
One major activity this 2021 is the upcoming 8th Party Congress in September.
And this Congress means that we are fighting against cultural imperialism, technological imperialism, scientific imperialism, to fight against importation of everything in Cameroon. We want our people to work.
This gathering also reiterated UPC's Republican leanings and values, with support to the government in the fight against COVID-19. It is suspected that the light of the 73rd birthday cake will keep on shining to all party members for them to keep seeing the path put in place by the illustrious founding fathers.
One-on-one, we are glad to receive here in the studio the Secretary General of the Union des Populations du Cameroon, the UPC, Dr. Pierre BALÈGHÈL NKÔT. Hello, sir. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
And I would like us to begin. I would like to know how is the UPC faring?
Yes, I think that everything is going well. We recognize that we have had a lot of problems in the past, but we want to reconstruct the party.
Okay, so the UPC at 73, you celebrated your 73rd anniversary last Saturday. What is the UPC celebrating?
Before I go to that, let me have a deep remember to two people that disappeared this last week.
Okay.
Chief Mokoti and Cardinal Tumi. Yeah. One from the southwest, another from the northwest. When it is a deep regret and a big loss for this country, then UPC have a deep thinking of that, of those people. Okay. Now, when you're talking about the 73th anniversary, this is that a country should not forget its history. We are coming somewhere, and this somewhere. Yeah, this somewhere is that we should remember that at the beginning we were in one country, under the German colony. Then they split out, and then UPC were formed to bring the country, the two parts splitted together, and then to seek for the independence. And then we were fighting for, at this time, for political domination.
Okay.
That is also the fight of those young people. They were young. They were not old.
In the days, the fight was for
political independence. To reunite the country and then to seek for the independence. That the country should. That's why we have one branch in what they call in the English Cameroon. That was one Cameroon.
Yeah.
And this is Union des Populations de Cameroun. The Union des Populations de Cameroun at this time mean that the population from English part and the population of the French part united together. That is the main history.
Okay. When you get the story, understand that they were coming together to work as one party. But what has happened over the years that we see the party, the UPC party, in different factions. What's going on?
Well, the problem is that when we had a problem of war, so people, some went to Russia, some to Germany, some went to France, some to America. Okay. And everybody came there with his own ideology. Then when we came together again, it was ideological problem. Some were saying that, okay.
Divergence in views.
Divergence, like you are saying. So no negotiation. We are radical. Some are saying that no, we have lost by being radical. Though, so at the course of the time, it was difficult to bring those people together. And I have to put it very strongly that the people who created the party died, all of them. And when you have a party like where the creator died,
those who died did not work on the relay in order to ensure that the young generation could actually carry the image of the party.
They did not have time to let me say, they did not have time. You know that they were war, and some remain in Cameroon and some disappeared. The background to unity was not there. But this is for only part. But the problem is that we're still alive 73 years after. Which other party
with different heads?
Yes, but the other party have disappeared, which were created even 10 years after UPC. They have disappeared, even in Africa. We are there after ANC was UPC, but we're still alive. I mean, we have some problem, but we're still alive with our ideology that we are fighting against cultural, technological, scientific, and economical imperialism.
But at 73, we will expect to see the party already well stand on its feet, as contrary to the political parties that came just yesterday. We're expecting to see the UPC stronger than before.
I think that we are growing strong.
Okay.
We are growing strong. What is happening in the field? You may not know. People are now, they're thinking about what is happening to us for a long time. Mm-hmm. So what we did need is that we don't want people to interfere in the internal political affair. That is the only problem. If we have people, they leave us, because everywhere, even in the family, there are problems.
Yeah.
But when we have problems, we don't want people to come to interfere, because the problem is that the few respect the law. We are now talking. We are not talking here in this program. This program has to start at 9 o'clock. If I came at 11 o'clock, I should not have been in this program. Mm-hmm. So the rule and the law should be respected. What we want is that we leave the party. We have to settle to arrange our internal problem ourselves. That is the only problem that we have, because some people, you cannot have 10, 15 people behind you and you say that you have a faction. There is no faction now in UPC, because 99% of the UPC people are behind me.
Okay.
There is no faction. But because people, they know in their mind UPC is divided, because that is why, let me say it, that is why the colonials, all the parties we fought against the imperialism are not well seen abroad. So they will do all to show to the people that this party is not a good party.
Yeah, but we saw the UPC talking about that. We saw the UPC doing petitions at the Constitutional Council, where the Constitutional Council rejected the list of the UPC during council elections, and it was a huge debate between the group headed by you, BALÈGHÈL, and that of POLITIQUE. Mm-hmm. So there's still this issue of division. Do you believe that the party can work on that internal squabble?
People, I just want to remind people that that after this we went to regional election, mm-hmm. and the list of the order was dismissed, and I presented the list and we went to the election. I have some 20 votes in Science Center here and 6 in Littoral, and maybe 1 in Vorida. That means that the problem is already solved by the judicial system of this country. So all the people should respect the law. That's why we are going to another Congress. If somebody wants to become a Secretary General, a leader of the party, you come to the Congress. This is the rule, this is the law of the country. You come to the Congress and then they voted you. And if I am defeated, I will go aside. That's all. But if I am defeated in the country, I will go aside. I will not wait for people to come and appoint me. No, I will not be appointed.
Okay.
I should be.
Dr. Pierre NKôt is the Secretary General of the UPC. We'll be coming back to him to talk about the National Congress that's in view and a lot more during the second part of the program. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll continue our discussion.